today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
More now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Murray now on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Fights loose. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. First carry for James Conner. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this will be swung out here for Conner. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Throwing, Prescott. And he's caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Running with Elliott. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Griffith. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. "35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Prescott to throw it. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds. To go in half number 1. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott, eluding the pressure right.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his out.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Moore now to return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to Gallman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Flush to his right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play here for Dallas. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Jarwin.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Play action now, Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 4.
Prescott off play action. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The football going back over to Arizona now.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Meanwhile, Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Murray. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career as defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. This is caught. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Shotgun now from Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Carry now for Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9.